Hi there. Today I want to talk about whether to stay on property or off property. I get a lot of questions from people who are looking at renting houses off property and they see the price tag and they say, gosh, is this the way to go? And I just want to talk about some of the pros and cons to staying at the houses off property because there's definitely some pros. So one of the biggest thing is you get a full kitchen in those houses. And the next thing is you typically get a private pool. And lastly, you get a lot of space. So you're looking probably at a 3 or 5 bedroom house. So if you're traveling with an extended family and you all want to stay together, it is a great option for you. Or if you're a family that you know that you want to cook all your breakfasts and you're going to be there and you want to cook your dinners, it's really handy to have that full kitchen. What I will also say is that there are some of the rooms on property that have full kitchens. They're 1 or 2 bedroom villas in deluxe resorts. So you're going to find that the price point is much higher, especially much higher than these off-property houses. But there's also some full kitchens in places like the cabins at Fort Wilderness, which will be kind of more of at a moderate level. Or you can also find full kitchens in the tree houses at Saratoga Springs, which again, that's a deluxe resort, but a very different experience and very cool. The other thing that I will say about staying off property at those houses is you're going to need to rent a car. So make sure that when you're comparing your on-property package versus looking at a house, include your rental car, because one of the nice things is when you do stay on property, all your transportation is included. So the Disney's Magical Express takes you from the airport to your resort. And the one thing that I really love about this is, as a mom of 2 little ones, car seats are a big deal. So when I don't have to travel with car seats, I don't have to haul them through the airport. I don't have to put them in and install them in some rental car. It's a beautiful thing. And so one of the things that I love about staying on property is that we leave the car seats here. We get down to Orlando, we go on the bus to the resort, and you can't even put a car seat on the Disney's Magical Express because it's a coach bus and it's not allowed. And then once you get on property, you're taking the buses, the boats, the monorails, and enjoying not having to worry about driving or traffic. So that's one of the pros of staying on property. One of the other pros of staying on property is that you get to enjoy Disney's Magic Hours. So these are hours that the park is open, and they're specifically open for people who are staying on property. You can't get in if you are not on property. And that gives you a way of seeing the park a little bit more with a little less crowds. So that's always an advantage. The other thing that I will say, and there's no hard data behind this one, but Disney does everything Disney. So when you are at the resort, it still feels like Disney. You're still in the beautifully landscaped and detailed rooms. And I think that that's something that is really wonderful, because for a full week, typically we go for a week, but even if we go for 3 days, it's really nice to go and be separated from the real world. There's no strip mall, there's no McDonald's, there's none of that, although there are Starbucks in the park, so you still can get your coffee. But I get to separate myself from the daily traffic and all that bombards me in real life, and I get to just be in another world for a little while. So again, there's no numbers I can put behind that, but I enjoy it. Anyway, so depending on who you're traveling with and what your objectives are, they both can be really great options. And if ever you are looking for someone to kind of walk you through which one would be better for you, I'm always happy to do that. So if you have any other questions or you have other topics that you would like me to cover, please let me know, comment or message me, and I'd be happy to help. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.